Hi, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought that I would just kind of show my everyday makeup look that I've been doing. There's a couple new products that I'm trying out or trying different techniques, so thought that I would do it on camera to see how it goes. So some of the things are things that I know that I love. I just filmed a ColourPop haul the other day and uploaded that. So some of the products that I'm going to be using are some of the ColourPop products that I ordered that I haven't tried out because I didn't do my makeup yesterday. So I thought that I would just film myself doing my makeups. So first thing I'm going to take, a lot of it is trial size stuff because I don't like spending full price on makeup, is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer in Smoothing. And I'm just going to take that, get my mirror. I have two mirrors, it's really weird. And I'm just going to take that over my T-zone area where I have larger pores and that the pores need to be minimized. I have to remember that I'm filming myself and I can't just put my mirror in front of my face. So the next thing I'm going to take is something that I saw a couple different YouTubers talk about, and it's the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm, and I've been really liking this. I feel like it does do a really good job of keeping my foundation on, so just put a little bit of that. And I know when I first kind of heard about this, people were saying that if you have oily skin, you can't really use this. I haven't noticed an issue with my oily skin, so as long as I put either like hi Oliver, if I put a like mattifying primer underneath or one that smooths out my pores, then I don't really have an issue. So that's just what I tend to do. And then I'm going to, hi Oliver, you can kind of see how purple my hair is. Oh, the lighting's changing. It's very cloudy outside. And I'm using natural light because all of our light bulbs and all of our softbox lighting, the bulbs have all burnt out. So I think next I'm going to do my eye makeup, just that way if there's any fallout, I can catch that. So I actually have been taking just my bronzer. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and just been putting that in the crease. First I should probably prime my eyelids. That'd be a good idea. It's been a very long time since I filmed a makeup tutorial, so please forgive me. I feel like I'm very out of my element. I'm so used to just doing my makeup real quick and being done. So and I usually do whatever's left over kind of like on my finger, and I run it underneath my eyes, and that just tends to work for me just because I have really oily skin and around my eyes gets really oily as well. And I'm just kind of taking this is a BH Cosmetics one, but it's just like a blending brush, and I literally just put this in my crease. I kind of bring my crease, I usually put like whatever I'm using as my blending color, I put it above my crease just because for me, I have such small eyes that if I were to just put it in the crease, I have small eyes and my lids are kind of hooded, so when I open my eyes, if I'm like just looking straight on, you don't really see much of my eyelid. So for me, it works better to put it a little bit above my crease and in my crease, and that just kind of makes it appear like my eyes are bigger than they actually are. And that's just what works for me. Everybody's different with their eye shape. and whether or not your eyelids are hooded or not. So I would just figure out if your eyelids are hooded or not and kind of go from there. But this is just after trial and error what works for me. So I'm just putting that in my crease and again above, and that's all I'm really doing. And then I'm just gonna put a really pretty bronze color on my lids, and I'm using the Kathleen Lights shade from ColourPop. This is the first time I've swatched it, but this will be the first time I'm actually putting it on my eyes, so I'm very anxious to see how this looks. So that's what it looks like on, and I'm just using my finger just because I feel like ColourPop Cosmetics shadows just work better when you're applying it with your finger. That's just my personal opinion. I know that there are people that use brushes, especially if you're using like a matte color as a transition shade or something like that. Obviously you're going to want to use a brush, but when I'm just doing one that's on my lid, I never do. And then I'm just going to take more of that bronzer shade and just kind of blend it in because I got some of that shimmery shade all up there, because I wasn't thinking about the fact that I'm right-handed and using my right hand to put it on my left eye wasn't the best idea. But oh well. Just packing a little bit more just to kind of blend everything out. It's a really pretty color. It's probably going to make my eyes really, really blue. So then that's all I'm going to do with my eyes. I'll do my mascara and everything after. I will tightline real quick. I'm using the color Swerve by ColourPop, and I feel like maybe there's a sharpener up there, I don't know. I'm going to tightline just my top wider line with the black. That just makes your lashes look a little bit thicker, which I see nothing wrong with at all. So next I'm going to do my face makeup, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and mine's in the color Ivory. It's a little on the yellow side for me, so sometimes it gets a little bit difficult because I do tend to get more yellow based foundations because of the fact that, if you can see, my face is much is really on the pink side. So I'm just taking a foundation brush and just applying that all over, and you can see how yellow this color is, but I'm usually able to blend it out pretty well to where you can't tell that it's overly yellow. And then I'm just taking the Real Technique sponge and blending that out. And then next I'm going to powder. Actually, do I need to conceal? I think I'm good. I don't have any breakouts or anything right now, so I'm just gonna powder. And I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder and the, getting powder all over me. And I'm just using the little sponge that comes with it. And then just a little on the forehead. And in between my brows. Excuse you, Oliver. Next, I'm going to spray some setting spray. It's in my Urban Decay bottle just because this is what size works best for me, but I believe I have in here I think it's the L'Oreal. So I do 2 layers of this spray, and I feel like this is what works best for me. So while this is drying, I'm going to do my brows. And I have a love-hate relationship with my brows because they're so naturally fair, and one of my eyes is droopier than the other, so when I'm looking at you straight on, you can kind of tell that this eyebrow sits up higher than this one. So it makes it one very difficult task when filling in my brows to be able to get them to look somewhat decent. And I'm just using my Bodyography little powder. So I'm taking it with the Benefit Hard Angled Definer brush, and I'm taking this kind of medium brown color. Especially now that my hair is darker, I can kind of get away with doing a little bit of a darker brow and it not be too over the top. But I've also discovered that even though I've gone and got my brows done, that my brows have 2 different shapes to them, if that makes sense. So one brow has more of an arch versus this one that's more rounded, and so I feel like no matter what I do to try to fill them in, they never quite look the same. And then I'm just taking that spoolie again to just brush through them, just so that it's not so much powder. If both my brows were like this one, I would be happy because this one's a whole lot easier to fill in. But we can't always have that now, can we? And then I'm going to take my Rimmel brow this way, and this is in the color medium brown. And I'm just going to put this through my brows. Sometimes I just use this to go through my brows if I'm not wanting to sit there and like full on fill them in. And it does a really good job, so good job, Rimmel. Not the best, but take what you can get. So next I'm going to take some bronzer. I tend to take a bigger brush, and this is just another BH Cosmetics one, and just use it to bronze up my face a little bit. And I'm not contouring, I'm just bronzing. And I go in with a smaller brush to contour with. Just adding a little bit of color around the perimeter of my face. And then I just want a really light contour, so I'm just going to take a smaller kind of domed brush, also by BH Cosmetics, and just kind of focus the color more on where I would contour. If I'm wanting a really hard out contour, I'll use a more ashy shade, but I'm just kind of lightly contouring. And then I've never done this before, but I'm trying to figure out new ways to use this. This is the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana. So I can't use this under my eyes because I'm just too pale. So I'm going to try using it to kind of contour if you will, just a little bit to kind of chisel out the right there. We'll see how it goes and how it looks in natural sunlight. And then, oh gosh, just throwing things around, taking a BH Cosmetics blush brush and the color Magic by Tarte. This is one of their Amazonian clay blushes, and it's just a really pretty kind of like peachy pink. I'm just putting that on the apples. It's a little intense, that's okay. I'm gonna blend it all out. And then I'm also gonna take my Things Broken. This is a Revolution Makeup Vivid Baked Highlighter in Radiant Lights. And I'm taking that with the Real Technique setting brush and just hitting the tops of my cheekbones, my nose, Cupid's bow, and then I'm just kind of hitting above my brows and then underneath my brow, just to highlight underneath there. I'm so bummed that this is broken because that was like my favorite highlighter and now I can't take it with me. And then I'm just going to take this Duo Fiber brush by BH Cosmetics and just blend it all out so it's not so harsh. And then I'm going to spray some more setting spray. Whew. And then I'm going to line my lower lash line with this ColourPop Cream Gel Liner, and this is in the color Overboard. Just a really pretty bronze color, so I'm just going to do that in my lower waterline. It's kind of hard to see. I feel like it's there, but it's not showing up very well. Let's try again. Alright, and then I'm going to take that same little brush and I'm going to just run it under my lower lash line to kind of very bronzy. And then all I have left are my lashes and my lips. So I'm just going to curl my lashes. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It doesn't say what color it is underneath, but I want to say that this is a black brown. So let me get my mirror because I'm blind as a bat. And hope that I can show you guys what I'm doing. And I tend to look down, so like my mirror's down here. And last thing is lips, and I'm going to take this ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Midi. I'm a little nervous that this is going to be too light on me, so fingers crossed. It actually looks pretty good. It's still drying, but It looks pretty good. Just need to fix my Cupid's bow. Not bad. I quite like this color. I was a little nervous that it was going to be too light on me, but I really like it. So this is the finished look. This is just a really good everyday look. It's not over the top or dramatic or anything like that, and really easy and simple to recreate. When I'm doing it without having to talk through what I'm doing, I can usually get this done in 10-15 minutes. So let me know down below what you guys would like to see next in terms of a makeup tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe down below if you're not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.